Hello friends. See, in PPT we have seen that there is directly written the value of R1 and R2. Over here, if you see this, this is the value of R2, which is nothing but what? L square plus R square plus twice of RL cos theta. I told you how to derive this form. अगर हम टेक्स्ट बुक में देखेंगे तो ये टेक्स्ट बुक में एक्सप्लेनेशन नहीं है, ये मैंने आपको दिया है और ये आपके लिए बहुत यूजफुल रहेगा टू अंडरस्टैंड from where this r2 square is equal to l square plus r square plus twice of rl cos theta comes. Okay, then now we will move towards the ppt. Okay, in the ppt you can see the value of r1 square, which is r square plus l square minus twice of rl cos theta. Then what will be the value of r2, which is also written on the board, which is r square plus l square plus twice of rl cos theta. Now what we did over here, we have taken r square common. We have taken r square common. Then how we have taken this r square common, I will show you. Okay, see this. What is the value of r1 square? The value of r1 square is l square plus r square minus twice of rl cos theta. We don't have r over here, and if we have to take common r square, then we have to multiply that numerator and denominator by r. Okay, then it will be nothing but what? Here this is the value of r1, l square plus r square minus twice of rl cos theta. Here we have l square plus r square plus twice of rl cos theta. Since we have r square over here, we don't have r square here. We have to multiply numerator and denominator by r square. We have to multiply numerator and denominator by r square, and then we can take it out r square common. Since over here we have r square, therefore there is no problem with that. यहाँ पे r स्क्वायर पहले से है तो यहाँ पे कोई मल्टीप्लाई करने की जरूरत हमें नहीं पड़ेगी, बट इन दो केसेस में हमें r न्यूमरेटर में और डिनोमिनेटर में मल्टीप्लाई करना पड़ेगा, यहाँ पे न्यूमरेटर और डिनोमिनेटर में मल्टीप्लाई करना पड़ेगा, जिससे क्या होगा जब हम उसको कॉमन लेंगे तो इनसाइड वी विल हैविंग l square plus 1 minus twice of l cos theta upon r, which will be shown inside the ppt. See this inside the ppt, you can see this. If we have taken r square common, instead of r square there will be 1, instead of l square there will be l square upon r square, and instead of minus twice of rl cos theta we have to write down twice of l upon r cos theta. Then similarly for r2 square we will take r square common. This will be r square in the bracket 1 plus l square r square plus twice of l upon r cos theta. For a short dipole, twice of l is much smaller than r. If we see two charges is over here, the size of charge is very small, then they will be very close to each other. This distance will be twice of l, and we have to find the electric potential at this point due to this dipole. Then this distance will be infinite as compared to this much of distance between two small charges plus q and minus q. Therefore we can say that twice of l is much smaller than r. R is this much and this l is this much because charge is very small. Therefore, R will be much greater than L upon R, which can also be written as L square upon R can be neglected. Why? Since suppose we divide a small quantity by a very bigger quantity, अगर हम एक छोटे quantity को बहुत बड़े number से divide करते हैं तो उसका आंसर nearer to zero जाएगा, और ये बहुत ही डिनोमिनेटर बहुत ज्यादा बड़ा होगा, तो दैट आंसर इज नियरली इक्वल टू जीरो, इट इज टेंडिंग टुवर्ड्स जीरो. Now see this, r1 square is equal to r square 1 minus twice of 1 upon r cos theta. r2 square is equal to r square 1 plus twice of l upon r cos theta. We have neglected that term. Now if we take square root both the side, what will happen? We will take square root, then r1 is equal to r in the bracket 1 minus twice of l upon r cos theta whole raised to half, whole raised to half. Then that will be the square root of that term. What will be the r2? Similarly, that will r2 is equal to r1 plus twice of l upon r cos theta. See this. Now it will be 1 upon r1 is equal to 1 upon r1 1 minus twice of l cos theta upon r whole raised to minus half, whole raised to minus half. This will be according to the binomial expansion. According to the binomial expansion, we can write it as this. Since we know that if we have a plus b whole square, we write it as a square plus b square minus twice of a plus twice of ab. A minus b whole square is a square plus b square minus twice of ab. Just like that, if we have a fraction power, for expanding that, अगर हमारे fraction power होगा और टर्म इलिमिनेटिंग वाला होगा, तब उस टाइम पे हम बाइनोमियल एक्सपेंशन करते हैं, और उसमें जो हायर टर्म है जो निग्लेक्ट कर सकते हैं उनको हम निग्लेक्ट कर देते हैं, एंड दिस विल बी minus 1 upon half. Similarly, 1 upon r2 is 1 upon r plus twice of l cos theta upon r whole raised to minus half. Vc is v1 plus v2. Vc is v1 plus v2. Now put the value of v1 and v2. Since v2 is potential due to negative charge, then that potential will be negative. Therefore, it will be minus q upon 4 pi epsilon naught 1 upon r in the bracket 1 minus twice of l cos theta divided by r whole bracket close raised to minus half, minus 1 upon r bracket 1 plus twice of l cos theta upon r bracket close whole raised to minus half. Now see this, they have stated over here binomial expansion. We have written that formula minus half over there. So using the binomial expansion, 1 plus x raised to whole raised to n is equal to 1 plus nx comma x much smaller than l, retaining terms up to the first order of l upon r. Therefore, I told you what is binomial theorem over there. They have used, okay, in previous case. Now if we use binomial theorem, we have this formula. Since what we did, instead of minus half, whenever we have to open a bracket, instead of normal formula, we use binomial theorem over there. What we have used? Binomial theorem for opening that bracket where we have minus half. Then we can see that Vc is equal to this formula, and we have neglected further terms. We have neglected further terms. हमने आगे के terms जिसमें higher powers हैं उनको neglect कर दिया है. Then when we open this bracket with minus sign, what will happen? 1 becomes minus, and minus 1 upon r cos theta becomes plus. Okay, now minus 1 plus 1 will get cancelled. We have q upon 4 pi epsilon naught r twice of l upon r cos theta. Now Vc is the net electric potential at point C due to the dipole, can be represented as or by the formula 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught P cos theta upon r square. Since P is equal to Q into twice of L, which is electric dipole. Electric potential at C can be expressed by the expression Vc is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught PR upon r cube. See this, here we have r square, And if we multiply r in numerator and denominator, we will having p bar dot r bar divided by r cube. And if we have to write this term in terms of unit vector r cap, then it can be written as vc is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught p bar r cap upon r square, in the bracket r cap is equal to r bar upon r. By this we are able to find electric potential when theta is equal to 0. Potential at the axis, it will be v axial is equal to plus minus 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught p upon r square. This is the maximum value of potential. By this you can say that along the axis of a dipole we have maximum electric potential. Potential at equatorial point at the center, it will be 0. Here theta will be 90, and when we take a dot product, that answer comes to be 0. By this you can say that at equatorial line electric potential is always 0. Therefore over here now we can say that we derived an expression for electric potential. The formula 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught p upon r square. ये डेरिवेशन बोर्ड एग्जामिनेशन पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है, तो आपको इसको अच्छे से प्रिपेयर करना है, इसके नोट्स प्रिपेयर करने हैं। और अगर आपको कोई भी डाउट है तो आप हमसे व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप्स में पूछ सकते हैं या कमेंट बॉक्स में पूछ सकते हैं। थैंक यू।